first phase is all about the micro skills of counselling. So learning how to communicate with yourself as well as others. So highlighting communication that you're actually having with yourself, but in communication and relationships. So it helps you with being a better mother, better employee, all sorts of things, anything relational. And you know yourself how we all communicate all the time. So to learn about communication is just giving you valuable skills to be able to work throughout your day. And the second phase is all about communication in the workplace. And we work with really valuable skills such as the inner critic and the outer critic, conflict, inner and outer conflict, the skills that maybe you think that you don't even want to work with, but once you do, it really makes a difference in your life to be able to deal with things, whether it's in the workplace or whether it's just in relationship with your partner or family relationships, friendships, all sorts of things. And then the third phase is all about working with yourself and how you would be as a therapist and sort of rounding out those skills. And we do revision, so revising the first phase and where you've come from there to where you come to then. There's a lot of skills that work with inner work. So if you're working with yourself on what's going on inside you, it really helps with communication on how to communicate with others. So the way that the course works is that the content is put up once a week and it builds each week, and you will be reading the content, you will be watching a video and doing some exercises. Could be 2 sets of exercises or 1, but then you'll be coming back and sharing on a forum. And you'll be learning from all the other students that are traveling with you throughout this course as well. You take that skill, such as active listening or nonviolent communication, and you work with that throughout your week. So in effect, you're embodying the information. Instead of it being up here, you're actually working with it throughout the week and using those skills straight away. And so when you're coming back and sharing your feedback, you will get feedback from one of my assistants or from myself. So you're getting your own feedback as well on a weekly basis. Holistic is just embodies the person within their own individuality, in a group, in community. That's holistic. Holistic is like a big view of looking at all the parts, not just a little bit. So we're looking at it all. Counselling is, as you probably already are aware, is when you are able to support somebody through their process, through some sort of issue they may have, depression, just being able to sit with somebody and having the skills to have the strength to be able to sit with somebody that's going through a hard time. Holistic counselling together is when we're looking at the person as an individual, but also looking at their environment. But we're looking at a lot of different things. So the energy of the room might be important, or how that person's body language is, or what we pick up through them, but also through ourselves too, with what we're getting. There's an intuitiveness as well when it comes to holistic counselling. So what we follow too is person-centered counselling, which is Carl Rogers. So a lot of it is unconditional positive regard and empathy. So to really work with that person and know that there's a meaning to whatever that person's going through, and not giving them advice, but just being with them and following them and taking on their feedback is really important when we look at holistic counselling in the Metavision style. We try to create a culture of community, and it's got to be a safe place for people to share, because it's very, very deep work. So we work with diversity too. There's a lot of people coming in from different streams, and we all have our own individual ways of communicating and working. So that's a great teacher in itself. But people are sharing things of themselves too. So we need to create a confidential, safe space. There are people that come to do this course from all walks of life. You know, you could be a hairdresser, you could be interested in studying counselling, and because this course is only 6 months, it's not going to give you accreditation to study, to actually become a counsellor. But anybody that is in relation with people, even if you're just, well, I can't say just a parent, even if you're a parent, you know, or you just want to build your communication skills, or even build on the skills that you, self-reflective skills that you have with yourself. It just helps you in your everyday life. You can use this course like straight away in your everyday dealings, but if you wanted to continue, there are other avenues that you can go to, but you can continue to study with us as well. But it can help whatever career you're in already. Yeah, so some people will come with the view of thinking, I want to study holistic counselling skills, or I want to study with Metavision, but I want to see and have a foundation first. I want to see if it's right for me, because there's a lot of inner work that's involved in the holistic counselling skills that will help you make the decision. Or some people will come in because they want to actually work more with themselves. They may not want to work with as a therapist, but they want to learn valuable communication skills that it's going to help them with their current role, such as a medical receptionist or a hairdresser. But then a lot of them do continue and want to become counsellors as well.